The energy in the studio was upbeat when Mark Wahlberg walked onto Stephen Colbert's stage, the two greeting each other with warm smiles and a quick handshake. The audience roared in excitement, expecting a lighthearted, humorous conversation between the Hollywood star and the quick-witted late-night host. At first, everything seemed perfectly in place. Colbert began with friendly banter, joking about Wahlberg's early career in music and poking fun at some of his past movie roles. Mark laughed along, offering playful comebacks, but there was a faint edge in his tone that only became noticeable when Colbert shifted the conversation to more personal territory. The transition was subtle, but the questions soon began touching on Wahlberg's past controversies, a topic the actor clearly wasn't prepared to revisit that evening. Colbert, known for his sharp political humor and fearless interview style, brought up Wahlberg's well-documented legal troubles from his youth, framing it as a discussion on redemption and public accountability. "Do you ever feel like Hollywood gives certain people more second chances than others?" Colbert asked with a raised eyebrow. Wahlberg chuckled at first, but the laughter didn't reach his eyes. "Stephen, I've owned up to my past 1,000 times," he replied, his voice tightening. "I'm here to talk about my new film, not to relive the worst mistakes of my life." The crowd shifted uncomfortably, some unsure whether this was a scripted exchange or an authentic flare-up. Trying to keep the conversation moving, Colbert switched gears to discuss Wahlberg's recent role in a faith-based movie and his public embrace of Catholicism. He asked pointedly whether Wahlberg thought religion was sometimes used in Hollywood as a PR shield, rather than a genuine belief. This was the spark that lit the fuse. Wahlberg's jaw visibly tightened, and he leaned forward in his chair. "If you're questioning my faith, Stephen, you're crossing a line," he said firmly. "I've never used my beliefs as a shield, they're a part of who I am." The audience reacted with a mix of applause and murmurs, the tension on stage now undeniable. Colbert, perhaps feeling the shift, attempted to inject humor, but his joke about Wahlberg's strict daily routine, waking up at 2:30 a.m. for workouts, came off as more mocking than playful. "I guess you just wanted to make sure the Sun knew you were in charge," Colbert quipped. Wahlberg forced a laugh, but his expression suggested irritation rather than amusement. "It's called discipline," he shot back. "Something that's in short supply in this business." The exchange drew a few gasps from the crowd, and the two men now seemed locked in a subtle but unmistakable verbal standoff. The breaking point came when Colbert brought up Wahlberg's outspoken views on certain Hollywood trends, particularly his past criticism of films he considered morally questionable. "So, are you the self-appointed moral compass of the industry now?" Colbert asked, smirking. Wahlberg's demeanor shifted instantly. He removed his microphone from his shirt, stood up, and addressed the audience directly. "I came here to have a respectful conversation about my work," he said, "but I'm not going to sit here and be disrespected." Without another word to Colbert, he walked off the stage, leaving the host momentarily stunned and the audience in shocked silence. The show quickly cut to a commercial break, but backstage chaos was unfolding. According to crew members, Wahlberg's team was furious, accusing the producers of blindsiding him with inflammatory questions. Colbert, meanwhile, was reportedly unapologetic, telling staff that, if guests can't handle honest questions, they're in the wrong business. The tension spilled into the media within hours, as cell phone clips from audience members surfaced online, showing Wahlberg's abrupt exit from multiple angles. Social media lit up almost immediately, with hashtags like #WahlbergWalkoff and #ColbertClash trending within the hour. Fans were divided. Some praised Wahlberg for standing up for himself, while others applauded Colbert for refusing to let a guest control the narrative. Entertainment journalists dissected the moment, debating whether it was a genuine blow-up or a calculated stunt to generate buzz for both the actor's new movie and Colbert's show. Industry insiders hinted that relations between Wahlberg's publicity team and CBS had soured, making a future reconciliation unlikely. In the days that followed, Wahlberg addressed the incident briefly during a radio interview, saying only, "I don't do fake. If someone's going to take shots, I'll just walk away." Colbert, in typical fashion, opened his next show with a sly monologue, joking, "If Mark's ever late for work, I hope he doesn't walk off his own movie set." The joke earned laughs from his audience, but it also reignited debate over whether the host had crossed a line. Entertainment columnists used the clash as a springboard to discuss the evolving nature of celebrity interviews. In an age where stars often demand strict control over the questions they're asked, moments like this, unscripted, messy, and raw, are increasingly rare. Some argued that Colbert was simply doing his job, while others saw the incident as proof that late-night television has become more about creating viral moments than genuine conversation. Ultimately, the fallout from Wahlberg's walk-off became part of his media narrative, whether he liked it or not. The episode in question saw a significant spike in ratings, with clips racking up millions of views online. Both men continued with their careers, Wahlberg promoting his movie on more carefully selected platforms, and Colbert leaning into his reputation as a host unafraid to ruffle feathers. Yet the image of Mark Wahlberg standing up mid-interview, removing his mic, and walking off Stephen Colbert's stage remained etched in pop culture as one of the most talked about late-night moments of the year.